Good morning, everybody. Last video you guys saw me starting to clear the second road, or the second RV road. We got probably 80 foot of it done, but exciting news for today is we have a KX080 Kubota excavator coming, and it's a 18,000 pound or so, 19,000 pound machine. And we have it for a week, so gonna try and just knock out all this stuff, at least the majority of it, while we have it. But yesterday I didn't get it on film or anything, but I measured off and I marked the roads. You can see that orange mark right there. So essentially one orange ribbon and one orange paint stripe on top and bottom. That just means that I have to clear everything to that mark, and then I've already got it on this side as well. So this property was set up almost perfectly for an RV park. The second road, first road, I mean, they are all pretty much started exactly where I needed it to be. But there's another mark right there. Here's the center line of the road. And I'll walk just a little bit further to show you guys the plan. So for example, right here is one orange ribbon, one orange paint mark, and then further up you can see that it's two orange ribbons and then two orange paint marks on top and bottom. And so essentially what that's going to tell me whenever I'm clearing everything from the center line stake, the pink stake, to the first orange ribbon, everything's going to be cleared. And then from that first orange ribbon where everything's cleared up to the two ribbons, everything is going to be thinned out. So any small, 1 inch, 2 inch tree, those are going to be taken out. And then larger, this kind of stuff, 6 inches, 5 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, whatever, those kind of trees are going to be left. And then once we get the RV spots surveyed, then we'll come back in and pick and choose which trees we want to leave and which ones we want to take out. And then these orange ribbons and the trees, there's also orange stake right in between in there, and then there's one right there. So that's going to be for the sewer, and I just have to measure out basically 120 feet from that first, or basically from that one, and then the other corner sewer stake, and that's going to give us our repair area, which does not need to be fully cleared. We'll just thin those out and just leave the nice trees. But then from that all the way to the back two sewer stakes, that will be 100% cleared. There won't be any trees at all, and so that'll make it pretty easy to figure out. This is where we stopped last time that we were here last week, and we got a good bit done, but it was just getting really hard to pile stuff up with the KX080 excavator because it doesn't have a huge reach. But the KX080 should help with that a lot. But that's where we're going to start today. We're going to measure 35 feet. We've already done it. 35 feet that way, and just clear everything going in. And hopefully we can get this whole road done. I don't know how fast this machine's going to work. It's going to take a little bit for me to get used to it, but I think it's going to definitely help, and it's going to go a lot faster than with the KX080. So also what I'm going to try and do is pile up these piles just a little bit better because they're a little scraggly. I would like to be able to turn them. So here's the road going this way. I would like to turn the piles with the road, that way they're not going across the road taking up the whole entire road. But like I said, got to figure out how capable this machine is, and we got a few more little trees right here that I'm going to take out with it, and then probably have to take those out first to be able to get the machine back there. But machine should be here any minute, and then I'll resume. It dried up a little bit back here, so I'm just walking back here and checking it out. This was our first pile here, and it's super dry and it's very big. Trying to see if we'd be able to even burn it here. But anyway, looking into that, these green briars are starting to grow back, which is not good at all. I might actually end up taking out these first few trees and then just leaving some of those. I'm trying to make it easy to clean up, and then this whole section's like pretty much turning into grass, which is kind of cool. But this is a lower section of the property. This is the lowest section actually. So This is where the cabins are supposed to be eventually. We won't be doing that this year. So not too sure what we're gonna do with this. We might just have to kind of level it out, add some rock, because this is supposed to be the drive, going around the tree, basically through the pile, and then back out. Here's our log pile. Most are pine, got a few different ones in there, but there's probably 20 or so. And from last week, whenever we cleared back there, we got probably another 8. And then obviously today, any huge ones that we get, I'll pile aside or set aside, and we can go back in and kind of process them. Take a look at the trail. Hadn't been up here in a while. We still got a lot of cleaning up and stuff to do, but after I box bladed though, everything turned out pretty freaking good, pretty smooth. There's one of the trails there, and this is the Triple Oak Trail, that's what we called it. And I mean, that looks great. We'll just have to keep maintaining it. Obviously we'll probably have to bush hog again before we actually open, but yeah, exciting stuff. So anyway, let's go get this excavator. All right guys, we just got the excavator. So KX080, it's got the 3-way blade on it, which I probably won't use, but definitely a much bigger machine. And we got a, I don't know what size bucket that is, 36 inch maybe, or maybe just 24 inch, I don't know. But anyway, gonna go ahead and get started and see what this thing can do. Definitely gotta get used to it because it's much longer than the KX33. Definitely more powerful too. A little bit slower. I think that this is going to be great so far. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna have to just go straight through these trees because I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit otherwise. But wow, it definitely has some power though. every single thing down. would have to dig out around everything with mine. But the only issue that I'm having is this thumb is super slow. I don't know if that's a normal thing. Maybe that's a normal thing with the bigger excavators, I'm not sure. But like my thumb is way quicker. I almost want to see if I can change that. It's not really slowing me down too much because I'm able to just push them all over. Whereas with my excavator, I would have to kind of grab them. The bigger reach is really nice, but that really is going to slow me down a bit. All right, let's see, we got this one here. So, right at the bottom of the thumb cylinder, there's a leak, and they just fixed it, they said, and it's still leaking. So, I don't know, he told me just to keep on working and check it. But it's like, I haven't even used it for 5 minutes. Like, y'all really didn't test it very good. I don't know. Took off work all week, and I feel like that's gonna be the issue. I mean, I know stuff happens, but at the same time, you should just probably make sure that stuff is working, especially because I mean, it didn't take much. I literally used it for 5 minutes, and since I got on it, I was complaining that this thing was super slow. But that's probably why it's slow, because something's not right. But anyway, what are you gonna do, right? Thing is it's a steady drip, so Alright guys, we've been clearing for about 3.5 hours or so, maybe 4 hours, and I've just not had the camera on because I've just been kind of getting used to it and getting the hang of the bigger machine. We've gotten a lot cleared though so far. There was a couple of things that held me up, and I'll show you guys that here in a minute once we get out of the machine. I've got about 20 more minutes or so, and then I'm gonna be out of here for today. The thing's still leaking, and I'm gonna check the fluid level before I go, just to see and let him know, you know, the guy know, hey, it's leaking bad, it's not too bad, whatever. But anyway, as far as the machine goes, great machine, it's doing awesome, it's clearing everything fairly simply. You can pretty much push over everything. There was literally one pine tree that I had trouble with, but I don't even think it was really the machine's fault. There was just so much stuff in the way. I just wasn't able to really push it down. It was getting hung up, but yeah, no, glad that I rented it. As long as the hydraulic issue doesn't put me behind, but so far so good. We probably, I don't know, I'm gonna measure it once we get done, but I would say probably about 150 to 200 feet that we cleared today. And now I am using, or not using, I am clearing the second side of the first road now. I didn't clear the entire first side that you guys originally saw me working on. I stopped at about 200 feet, but now I'm just working my way back on the other side of the property, and I'm just trying to kind of catch up. And then once I catch up, then hopefully tomorrow we'll start on the next, you know, 150 to 200 feet section. But yeah, everything is going pretty good so far. So like these trees here, these pine trees, they're a little too big for this machine, I would say. I mean, you know, just to be able to just rip them right out of the ground. But if you just dig like once or twice, then generally they pop up. I am done today. My back hurts, my neck hurts, my whole body hurts. But all right, so I'm gonna show you guys where we started, and I still got to clean up this first section a lot. I got better as I went, but okay. So well, actually, let me walk up just a little bit more. So right here was where that first pink stake was. You can still see it right over there. So this was all trees, and I got all the way to the end there. Well, not the end, that's probably about halfway. And then I got about halfway back from the other side cleared out as well. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up here bright and early, and I am going to finish this other side over here. And then once I finish with that, I guess I'm just gonna keep on working my way forward and forward and forward. But yeah, I started cleaning up these piles a lot better, and once we root rake all this, it'll get most of these twigs and trash and debris. So this section's actually cleaned out really good, but this right here is how basically this whole road is gonna look, hopefully. And I'll go over this direction, show you guys the other side of this pile. So I got that far, about halfway. Excavator's right there. And so just got to finish clearing that little section. That shouldn't take me too long, maybe an hour and a half. And then, yeah, like I said, we're going to keep on going this way. So yeah, this is just going to be day one. This is going to be like a 2-day video. So yeah, next clip you guys are going to see tomorrow. Peace. Good morning, everybody. This is next day and it is almost 9 a.m. and goal for today is going to be to go ahead and knock out the left side of what we did yesterday, and after that hopefully keep going. And I'm not too sure if we're going to finish this RV road or not, but I think that we could probably get pretty close. It's a little chilly this morning, but anyway, I'm about to check the hydraulic fluid, get it warmed up. We are back inside the excavator now, and we finished piling up. Hold on one second, let me see what's going on with this camera. All right, there we go. For some reason it was twisted, but so we just finished doing the other side of what we did yesterday, and now we're just heading back to the back section to hopefully finish the rest of this this road here. And there's another fitting on the front side of the ram, or the boom, I guess. And I tightened it up, so hopefully that fixed that. It was like about to fall out, it was so loose. I don't know. This is the reason that I bought the KX40 or KX33 though, was just because, I don't know, it seems like every time you get a rental machine, it's just got problem after problem after problem. And you know, I get it, people probably don't take the best care of them because they're rental machines, but it ends up costing you time because, you know, things aren't working right, or they're broken, or leaking in this case. Which thankfully the leaks aren't really keeping me from working, but it is slowing me down a little bit because I got to get out and check to make sure, you know, there's fluid and all that other stuff. But we're making it work. So hopefully you guys got a good time lapse earlier. I didn't. Whenever I got back to the camera, the battery was dead, of course. So I don't know how much it actually recorded before it died. But yeah, so I'm gonna be here. So today's Friday. You guys aren't seeing this on Friday because I upload every Tuesday. But you guys are gonna see this on Tuesday. I'm here on Friday today, and I'm gonna be here all weekend running the machine. I'll be able to stay here much longer tomorrow and Saturday, or tomorrow and Sunday, and hopefully get a lot more done. I just had a few things in the afternoon the last 2 days that I've been here, so I've had to leave a little bit earlier, but no big deal. Oh, 68 gallon V4 fuel tank, and that worked really well. It took just a couple minutes to fill this thing all the way up. I am out of fuel, or I probably have a couple gallons left in there, but it's almost out. So I'm gonna have to probably fill that up tomorrow, but that shouldn't be too bad. It doesn't weigh much whenever it's empty, so I should be able just to load it into the back of the truck. I don't have the tractor here, otherwise I would use the forks. It does have a pocket for the forks to go through, but yeah, since it's empty, you should be able just to hand pick it up, and it should work good. But anyways, guys, yeah, so I have this machine until Tuesday, 5 p.m. and I don't know if that's going to be enough time. I might extend it a day. It just depends. I know. So we're on road B, you know, the middle road, and there's a good bit of trees on this one. This one and A, they're about the same, but C does not have that many trees. I mean, it's probably half of what A and B are. So I know C shouldn't take that long to clear, at least not as long as this one. So I don't know, we might be able to make it happen, but it's going to definitely be slow. Got the pile cleaned up a little bit, and we're getting into the back part almost. Well, really, we're almost to the end of this one road, so just gonna keep on clearing. I see my next orange mark, and I think that might be my last one before it turns. Before it turns into the third road, but because yeah, I don't think I went any further than that. My plan was to do all 3 roads and then come back and put ribbons around the turn, just to make sure that that the turn's right. I wanted to keep some trees around part of the turn. Oh man, these vines. Alright guys, so I'm going to end this video here, but show you guys what we got done. So this right here is center line of the road, and then right up there to the next pink one right there, that's where it starts turning left and go into the third road. It'll also turn right and go to the first road. But anyway, we basically completed this this road. We did the first 35 feet. Now the next 33 feet, 30 to 33 feet, we're going to just kind of grub all the little tiny small, you know, nothing big like these, just the very small stuff. That, you know, that's, I don't need the big machine for this. If I have an extra day, then I will use it. But there's a ton of brush, as you guys can see. It goes way back there around the turn. So I'm really excited about what we got done, or what I got done in the last 2 days. But I'll be here tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and got, you know, a few more days with this thing. Hopefully we can finish all the roads and get everything kind of cleaned up. But next video, we're going to start on the third road, and then after that one's done, we're going to do the first road. So see you guys in the next video. Peace.